Hi, and welcome to Need2Know. We are already well into the second decade of the 21st century, and there are plenty of economic experts who still fear that a recession could be lurking just around the corner. We've seen firsthand what a recession can do to a country. It wreaks havoc on the economy and leaves millions of people out of work. And given the current state of affairs in our global economy, it's easy to see why many are worried that one could be just around the corner. But what exactly is a recession? How does it happen? And what are the warning signs to watch out for? And most importantly, will we see one in 2023? Keep watching till the end to hear our thoughts. We are going to explore the answers to these questions and more so that you can better understand the economic climate and be prepared for whatever may come next. With that said, let's begin. Let's start with the basics. What is a recession exactly? Put simply, a recession is a period of economic decline characterized by falling levels of business activity, declining employment, and low levels of growth. In other words, when a recession hits, the economy stalls and economic growth slows down significantly. The period of economic decline is characterized by a number of different factors. For example, during a recession, businesses tend to cut back on their spending and investment, people are less likely to buy new goods or services, and unemployment tends to rise. Additionally, the value of stocks and other investments often drops, which can create chaos in the financial markets. For example, in 2008, the American economy was hit by one of the worst recessions in history. Falling home prices, rising unemployment rates, and a sharp decline in consumer spending took a heavy toll on the economy, resulting in billions of dollars in losses for businesses and millions of Americans thrown out of work. How will a recession happen? So, how does a recession occur in the first place? Let's take a look at some of the major factors that contribute to an economic downturn. One of the most common causes of recessions, also one of the most well-known, inflation. When the prices of goods and services start to increase rapidly, consumers have less money to spend, which can lead to reduced levels of spending and slower growth in the economy. Similarly, unstable financial markets can also play a major role in triggering recession. For example, when there is a crash in investment or stock prices, investors tend to pull out of the market, resulting in a sharp decline in business and consumer confidence. Furthermore, recessions can also be caused by external factors, such as changes in government policy or external shocks to the economy, such as natural disasters or political unrest. Ultimately, the specific factors that drive a recession can vary significantly, depending on the country and its economic climate. The best thing that you can do to prepare is to watch out for the warning signs and be aware of any major economic changes that occur in your country. Will we see a recession in 2023? As we're just a month away from New Year, many economists and market forecasters are predicting that a recession may be on the horizon. In particular, Bloomberg Economics is forecasting a U.S. recession in the second half of 2023, which will result in more than 2 million Americans losing their jobs and billions of dollars in economic losses. While it's impossible to predict the future with 100% certainty, all the signs seem to be pointing toward a recession in the next 2 years. Central banks around the world have been raising interest rates this year, a trend that is likely to continue well into next year. Additionally, investors are expecting central banks to raise global monetary policy rates to almost 4% through 2023, which represents a dramatic increase over current levels. Expressing concerns over the situation, World Bank President David Malpass said, "Global growth is slowing sharply, with further slowing likely as more countries fall into recession. My deep concern is that these trends will persist with long-lasting consequences that are devastating for people in emerging market and developing economies." How to prepare? Recession is something that no one likes to talk about, but it is important to be prepared nonetheless. You can take steps now to protect your finances and prepare for a potential downturn. Here are some of the ways you can get started. Number 1. Make sure you have an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a great way to protect yourself in the event of a recession. Aim to save at least 6 months of living expenses so that if you are laid off or your hours are reduced, you will still be able to cover your bills and stay afloat. Number 2. Get debt under control. The sooner you can get your debt under control, the better. High interest rates and reduced income could make it difficult to manage if you're already carrying too much debt. Number 3. Update your resume. Recessions are a good reminder to update your resume so that it is ready if you need to look for a new job. Make sure it is up to date and marketable. Number 4. Be mindful of spending. While it's important to prepare for a recession, you don't want to go overboard. If you are already making smart financial decisions, there may be no need to make drastic changes. Try to focus on the long term and avoid taking any unnecessary risks with your money. Number 5. Talk to a financial advisor. Talking to a professional can help you get an idea of where the market is headed and how best to prepare. They may also be able to offer personalized advice and strategies that will help you stay ahead of the curve in any economic climate. Recessions are always difficult, but by taking the right steps now, you can protect yourself and your family from the worst of it. Even if we do see a recession in 2023, you don't have to fear. There are ways to prepare and come out stronger after it ends. While no one can predict the future with 100% certainty, there are certainly many troubling signs that point to a major recession in the coming years. Economists, market forecasters, and policymakers agree that we need to be on high alert and take steps to protect ourselves against these economic downturns. What do you think about the current situation? How do you think we should prepare for a potential recession in 2023? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with everything you need to know. Thanks for watching. Congrats on taking control of your personal finances. See you in the next video.